Yo, people, blood. So if you're watching this video right now and like album reaction, this video don't look long enough. That's literally because I've reacted to every single song individually and dropped the videos individually. But if you go to my playlist section, look for Central C, Can't Rush Greatness, album reaction, and every single song will be there in album order. Click the first one and then each video will just play after the other, play after the other, play after the other. That's what we got to do so we don't get blocked in that raving control. Or fingers crossed, pass through the algorithm. But let's get into it. We're 2 for 2 so far. Central C, Gata featuring Young Miko. Let's see what I go on. We talked about literally Link going to Paris and that, bruv, opening some doors over there and that. And this in Paris. Young Miko, what is this? This is Dominica. Listen, Brazilian funk, Dominican music and that, bruv. Listen, big fan, fam. Son dos choris con el culote apretado. Mucha gata, afogata, todas las prendas y la plata no es crecida, que ahora estamos conectados.
Is it me or the GBP? I don't know if she really wants C for C. It could be the GIAs or the G5 plane. I don't know what the reason be. When we step in the field, you can tell we ain't scared. No security guard, we're 3 man deep. My old clients are proud of the kid. They remember me selling sativa weed. I like regular girls. We fucked in her parents' house. She's surprised I remember it well.
The vibes in this.
Cause I've been all over the world and back, get a bag and a pair of them hoes. Balenciaga bag with a mirror attached so she can stare at herself. Alright. The seats go all the way back in the Maybach. Put your feet up and enjoy the ride. I was gonna book her Uber until she said that she's living in Croydon side. I'm avoiding the hype.
Shout out to Audible Production and that, bro. It seems like every single tune that I literally look at, there's like a few producers on each track and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? But literally that little like that abrupt kick in the background and that, bro. Shout out to Audible Production and that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I like that little. It's not subtle because it's aggressive, but it's subtle in terms of it's like in the background. You get me?
All over the world and back, get a bag and a pair of them hoes. Balenciaga bag with a mirror attached so she can stare at herself. Alright. The seats go all the way back in the Maybach. Put your feet up and enjoy the ride. I was gonna book her Uber until she said that she's living in Croydon side. I'm avoiding the hype. She do OnlyFans if she fucking with man and her soul's got spite. I ain't gotta give her the pin to my Amex. You can take it, just tap it the way that she.
This guy has his Amex and that, bro. Like, what the hell is an Amex, by the way, and that, bro? You know what I'm saying? I might be a brokey. Shout out to Lato and them thing there, bro. Man don't know what that is. Is that some upper echelon-ish and that, bro? Is that some London-ish? Like, what the hell is an Amex card and that, fam? You know what I mean? Is that where the big P's get kept? Like, why go on and that, bro? Someone let me know. Is it just a, what do you call it? What's the word in that, bro? Like a big bank and that, bro? Let me know.
Go all the way back in the Maybach. Put your feet up and enjoy the ride. I was gonna book her Uber until she said that she's living in Croydon side. I'm avoiding the hype. She do OnlyFans if she fucking with man and her soul's got spite. I ain't gotta give her the pin to my Amex. You can take it, just tap it, the way that she shake it. It's a talent. Same day laundry service, cause she got makeup on my jacket. I lived in a hood with the crackheads. Now my neighbor is a Karen. Got A-listers, but I don't discriminate. I got one working in retail. I can't keep up with my Gen Z ting. First it was TikTok, now she on B-roll. Brown skin, but she lives in Surrey. She whitewash, it ain't free no.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, blood.
Vida pública los viajes en privado. Mala mía que no he contestado. Una pa' pasar la vida, la otra el rato. Son dos choris con el culote apretado. Mucha gata, afogata, todas las prendas y la plata no es crecida, que ahora estamos conectados.
Is it me or the GBP? I don't know if she really wants C for C. It could be the GIAs or the G5 plane. I don't know what the reason be. When we step
and what I like about it, bro, there's like elements of kind of like a few different countries, a few different regions within this beat. But obviously she's from Puerto Rico and that, bro. So her language is the Puerto Rican speaking for her and that, bro. Then obviously Sench can't speak the language, but the beat has those kind of elements in that, bro. And it gets a little bit more exciting and jumpy and that, bro. Then he starts to do his thing and like, you get me? The way that they just flipped right there, because the beat was barely doing anything when she was doing her thing. And then you get me, but it's like those like little Puerto Rican, Spanishy, jumpy type of elements that they're making sure they're incorporating each verse in that, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, and the producers are Albert Hype and man like Frank Rio, bro. Shout out to your man's thing. You man went stupid.
Field, you can tell we ain't scared, no security guard, we was 3 man deep. My old clients are proud of the kid, they remember me selling sativa weed. I like regular girls, we fucked in her parents' house. She's surprised I remember it well. Cause I've been all over the world and back, get a bag and a pair of them hoes. Balenciaga bag with a mirror attached so she can stare at herself.
Listen.
Alright. seats go all the way back in the Maybach. Put your feet up and enjoy the ride. I was gonna book her Uber until she said that she's living in Croydon side. I'm avoiding the hype. She do OnlyFans if she fucking with man and her soul's gon' spike. I ain't gotta give her the pin to my Amex. You can take it, just tap it. The way that she shake it, it's a talent. Same day laundry service, cause she got makeup on my jacket. I lived in a hood with the crackers. Now my neighbour is a Karen. Got A-listers, but I don't discriminate. I got one working in retail. I can't keep up with my Gen Z ting. First it was TikTok, now she on B-roll. Brown skin, but she lives in Surrey. She whitewash, ain't free no. Back then I would take her to Nando's.
She lives in Surrey. She got whitewashed. It ain't 3-0. Oh, she lives in Surrey, a predominantly Caucasian area, and that, but she got white face or whitewash. Sorry, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't 3-0 because if you get beat like 3-0, 5-0, 6-0, you got whitewash. I don't know if that's a term that you guys use in other countries or whatever. I'm not too sure in that, fam. You know what I'm saying? But that's what whitewash means in that, bro. But whitewash, like, you get me, Caucasian, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's a cover, right? I'm telling you, Sench is up to a level with this album, bro. He's up to a level. He's come back home, but he's leveled it up in that, fam. You know what I mean?
She on B-roll, brown skin but she lives in Surrey. She whitewash, ain't free no. Back then I would take her to Nando's, fill up the water, cut with a refill. Now it's Beverly Hills and Mr. Chow or Mayfair and Parchin' what? I feel like a snob when I'm giving the keys to the valet and tell him to park the car. I'm a dog, I'm starving, hungry, told the waiter bring the starters fast. Alright. I'm a dog, I'm starving, hungry, told the waiter bring the starters fast. Alright.
No, yo, it's the simple things that makes me so happy and joyous when it comes to this music thing, man, right? That little breakdown right there was cold, bro. So they started it with her, barely put anything on the beat, made the beat jumpy and that, fam, stopped it, made you think that now it's gonna go back to her, it's gonna plateau again, and that now went back to the straight exact thing. Yo, audible production in the modern era is crazy, bro.
The keys to the valet and tell him to park the car. I'm a dog, I'm starving, hungry, told the waiter bring the starters fast. Alright.
Con el culo te apretado. Mucha gata, gata, afogata, todas las prendas y la plata no es crecida, que ahora estamos conectados.
And I also understand giving subtitles to the people that actually speak Puerto Rican, so giving them visual and audible cues and that, bro. But at the same time, wouldn't it make more sense to like make Central C's verse Puerto Rican subtitles and then the Puerto Rican verse English subtitles and that? You know what I'm saying? Makes more sense. Or just make both of them English, like, you know what I mean?
Ey, desde el calentón el 806, solo ha cambiado el salario. PR es chiquito y su gente gigante, de ahí es que saco los ovarios. Esto no es por moda y tampoco es claro, hacemos lo que sea necesario. Todavía estoy loading sin apretar, ya los que callamos fueron varios. Ahora...
Keep in mind as well, I didn't think that she was actually Caucasian, by the way, bro. I can't lie to you. She's actually Caucasian. But when I heard it, bro, I didn't think she was actually fully like Caucasian, and that just tells you. I don't know if it's because of the accent. Because you know, like here, if you heard like a bunch of UK artists, whether they're white, Asian, or whatever, you can pretty much tell. Like I can tell when Ada Ads is, like I can tell that's an Asian, I can tell Misty's black, and that, like, you know what I'm saying? But with her and that, fam, maybe it's the language and that, because it's doubly layered and that you kind of can't tell like who's what and what, like, you know what I mean? Because we're not familiar with the language. But that's just interesting, because when I heard her, I was like, that doesn't sound Caucasian. Like she sounds like she's somewhat like black type of thing. You get me? But yeah, mad thing, man. It was just the music thing and that, bro, and how beautifully people can adapt and master it. You get me? Kind of like when you have like Georgia Smith, bro, who you can definitely tell when she's speaking, she's from Leicester, but when she's singing and that, bro, her accent doesn't come through. Her natural accent, her default accent doesn't come through in the music and that, bro. You know what I mean? So just interesting thought.
Chiquito y su gente gigante, de ahí es que saco los ovarios. Esto no es por moda y tampoco es claro, hacemos lo que sea necesario. Todavía estoy loading sin apretar, ya los que callamos fueron varios. Ahora en París, Fashion Week, la torre se ve desde el cuarto. Brinda huele SUV, un Mercedes, tal de baguettes en el caption. Si la veo desde la tarima y me gusta, la trepo para ver su reaction. Se la vive conmigo acá arriba, ver cómo la miran, le da satisfaction. Ey, si el party está bueno, yeah, I don't wanna leave. Afuera está el whip y el blanco, push start, ahora no tiene keys. Un par de días
push start, like, you know, and it's like when she starts speaking, now you can actually hear her, like, you know what I mean? But what was I even gonna say? Yeah, the flows, bro. Like I said, the subtleties, bro, in her flow right there and that, bro. And then just dibbling and dabbling a couple of English words and that. Like that's why I kind of like love Spanish and that, bro, because it's a different cadence, different type of syllables. You know what I'm saying? The way you have to use your tongue and all of that type of stuff is kind of different with those languages and that, bro. So when people are rapping and singing and that, bro, it's like a completely different experience. But that's why it still translates and that, bro. You know what I mean? Because even though you can't understand the language, you can still understand the frequencies, the sounds, you know what I mean?
Estoy loading sin apretar, ya los que callamos fueron varios. Ahora en París, Fashion Week, la torre se ve desde el cuarto. Blindado el SUV, un Mercedes, darle baguettes en el caption. Si la veo desde la tarima y me gusta, la trepo para ver su reaction. Se la vive conmigo acá arriba,
Reaction,
como la vida me da satisfaction. Ey, si el party está bueno, yeah, I don't wanna leave. Afuera está el whip y el blanco, push start. Ahora no tiene keys, van un par de días que no duermo. ¿Cuál es el cuarto? No me acuerdo. Solo sé que es el piso más alto, ahí es que la parto y luego me pierdo. Deuces, deuces, no quiero tu número, I won't use it. Yo te hablo claro, no excuses. Dime cómo prefieres las luces. Pide todo lo que quieras, mi reina. Me encanta cuando te me luces, pero no te enamores, I treat you right, cause baby, the state of the music.
Say no either what?
Pero no te enamores, I treat you right, cause baby, the state of the music. Pide pública y los viajes en privado. Mala mía que no he contestado. Una pa' pasar la vida, la otra el rato. Son dos choris con el culo te apretado. Mucha gata, gata, afogata, todas las prendas y la plata no es crecida, que ahora estamos conectados.
Killed that one right there. Dead, bro. Killed that one right there. Dead. That's 3 for 3 people, bro. Audible production went in absolutely crazy. And like I said, with the modern era and that, how producers like to dibble and dabble layers and dibble and dabble different sounds depending on where you are on the track, take things out, put things in and that, bro. Add a completely different element that wasn't even there before. Like, you know what I mean? That's what that one was right there. And the Spanish market is just riddled with talent and that, bro. Riddled with talent in terms of artistry, audible production, all of them kind of things. That's why I kind of love like Brazilian funk and Dominican music in general and that, because production wise it gives you a whole different bag and that, bruv. The instruments utilized and that, bruv, they use a lot of traditional instruments as well. And then also, like I said, the cadence is different because of this language switch and how they use the tongues and roll the R's, and it's a completely different swag and like, you know what I mean? Like that's why I like Brazilian music and also like Dominican. That's Puerto Rican though as well. So now that might be another bag that I might even have to dip into and that, bro. You know what I mean? But the Spanish thing in general and that, bro, riddled with talent, whether it's the melodic thing, the rapping thing and that, bro, a little bit of both, bro. So shout out to man like Senshin, that young Miko. She's probably someone that I'm going to check out and that, bro, because she did a little rapping thing, dabble a little English words in there as well. And then when it come to the verses and that, killed it. Smooth killer and that, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So shout out to the both of them. And I'll catch you in the next one, man. It's your boy Njies, and I'm gone, blood.